I booked 3 different restaurants, called them, made the reservation because I didn't know what kind of food she'd want throughout the day. I asked her what she was craving, and Middle Eastern was the answer. So we are going to the Middle Eastern restaurant. Obviously, I called them and asked for the special dessert to be prepared. Or when anyone notices, they go, yeah, well, why? Is it because guys are not taking you on dates or they're not asking you on dates? No, but it's not that they're not asking. It's that the level of effort after they ask or while they ask is so low that it makes me question if I even want to go there. Effort is a direct reflection on how much you care. And I care about the people I love. And I don't even want to fuck them. You see, yet I put in effort. I call multiple restaurants, make reservations, go to the florist, get flowers, her actual favorite flowers, not just any random bouquet, because I care. And that is how you show love and devotion and care, by caring, by putting in effort into details, because that's what makes life magical. So when any guy comes to me and goes, yeah, I'm bored, let's go get coffee, I'm like, you know what, I am good, thank you, I can go get my own coffee. And it is not about coffee, or like it could be a Michelin star dinner if it would come as, I am bored, let's go have dinner or something like that. I'd still say no, because it is about effort. It's about, like, do you really want to go on this thing, or are you just going because you have nothing better to do? Are you just here to experience me, or do you genuinely care about getting to know me? And I do not want to be experienced by people. Like, I do not feel that it adds any value. I know a lot of people do, and that's conditioning, because we believe that our value stems from how many people think we are attractive or lovable, and attention becomes validation, and then you go into that vicious loop of thinking that you cannot live without that outside validation, but you actually can once you learn to give yourself that kind of love. And I come from a very loving family. I am very fortunate. As a matter of fact, I grew up surrounded by queens who know their value, and by kings who know how to treat women. For example, my grandpa proposed to my grandma many, many times. She refused so many times. And every time she would let him know why she refused. Then he would go and work on that and come back. King behavior. And the last time he came back and she said, I don't want to leave my best friend. So he said, I'll marry you both. And he did marry them both. And these 2 women had 18 children together with my grandpa, and they lived happy until they died. They raised beautiful family. I mean, we are a lot. They had 18 kids, and all of their kids had at least 2 children. My mom is the youngest, so I am one of the last grandkids that don't have kids, and my grandma saw her great-great-grandkids. Yeah. Anyway, and that is because that woman knew exactly how to pick the right man, how to be loved and cherished by the right man. She did not settle for, hey, what's up, or you up. No, she waited for a man who did put in effort, who cared enough, who wanted to give her nothing but the best, nothing but everything. And there is no shame in wanting that, because she also gave him everything. She gave him a huge, beautiful, healthy family, a legacy, a lineage that has such a huge ripple effect. When you marry a good woman, your life improves drastically. When you marry a shallow, superficial woman, you know what happens. Anyway, now the question becomes, do you want to suffer? Because you will suffer. We all suffer. It is just part of being human. Do you want to suffer in the courting process to get someone who actually knows their worth? Or do you want to get someone easy and then suffer for the rest of your life because They didn't know their worth back then. They don't know it now. They have a very unhealthy relationship with themselves, which will cause them to self-abandon. And in the same way they self-abandoned when they did not expect you to court them, they will self-abandon by cheating. They will self-abandon by doing all sorts of things that will hinder their growth. And since now you are a unit, it will hinder your growth. Anyway, and it doesn't stop there. It gets worse. You will also have children who will self-abandon over and over again, have very little boundaries. A lot of people don't realize that the people they date are going to be a direct example of their children. And if it doesn't matter to you, that is absolutely fine. But to me, it does matter. I do not want to perpetuate pain. I want to raise the world's vibration, and I want my babies to have healthy friends to play with, hence why I am putting in all this effort right now. Effort is good, okay? All good things come from effort. You cannot tell me that, okay, let's say you want to get fucking ripped, you want to get jacked, you go to the gym. Going to the gym is not easy. It requires discipline. It requires pain, suffering. Remember how you feel after leg day? That's the pain of discipline. And the pain of discipline is good because nothing good comes out of comfort. But that people understand. So they hit the gym, they nourish their bodies, they work out, they suffer in silence, even enjoy the suffering because they know it is going to get them unbelievable rewards. The rewards they care about, which is to look good. And that is good, to feel good, to be healthy. That is wonderful. But when it comes to relationships, which are very important, I mean, we have relationships throughout our entire lives. We are social creatures. When it comes to relationships, people don't put in effort because they lead from a place of fear. And what does that cause? When you lead from a place of fear, you do not want to put in effort because you fear it will be wasted. You fear, and I hear that a lot, women just want to be taken out for dinner. They just want free dinners. They just want free drinks. Okay, maybe. I am not going to say all women are good or all women are bad. But I could also argue men also want them just for their bodies. Not all men, but some men. There are people who are superficial and want things that don't align with what you want to give, and that is absolutely fine. But if you lead from a place of fear, all you'll attract is other people who will accept this kind of treatment. So when you do not court a woman, a healed, healthy woman will be like, okay, you know what? I know I deserve better than that, so I will not chase. I will not even try to explain to you why I deserve better than that. I am just going to move along because I know my man is coming and you're either it or you're in the way, and I will be fierce. I will protect his spot with my life. Are you nuts? That is my baby's father. I am going to protect his spot. So when a man comes and offers to take me out, initially I was naive. I would expect things but never mention them. And then they would be shocked that I did expect those things, as if I am crazy for expecting to be courted. Wait, I'll put you down. So now I am a lot more cautious and I don't want to waste their time. I don't want them wasting my time. So I'm just quite forward. And I go, okay, are you going to date me like a man or like a boy? Because there is a huge difference. And will you come pick me up? Are you going to bring flowers? Because that's the very bare minimum. I mean, I am taking a friend out and I called 3 restaurants, made 3 reservations. When she picked, I called the picked restaurant and asked them to prepare the surprise dessert with a note. I stopped by the flower shop, handmade her fucking bouquet because I'm not just going to pick any bouquet. I know the flowers she likes because I asked and I remember. And boo, that is the bare minimum. That is the bare minimum. When you care about someone, you put in effort. And if you do not put in effort when you want to take me on a date, I know you are not thinking about the future. Because if you would genuinely be thinking about the future or be thinking at all, you wouldn't want a woman who would be easy now, would you? You wouldn't want a woman who accepts bare minimum treatment, would you? Because she'd have standards, right? she would want you to want her. And I know that I am the softest, most loving woman ever. Like I've heard from many people repeatedly that I smell like love, that I feel like love, I am love, and I give love abundantly. And I am not going to waste it on someone who is unsure about me. I am not going to waste it about someone who does not know my worth, that does not know what they want, that does not know how to be a man, how to be present. I mean, if I can put in this much effort, this much thought, this much love, I deserve nothing but the same. And I don't even want to fuck my friend. I just want to take her out because I appreciate her and I adore her and I am grateful for her just being. And we met a few days ago. So if you are going on a date and you are genuinely looking for a partner, a life partner, potentially your children's future mother, then you should be putting in effort. You should be courting. You should be assessing, fairly so. You should be looking at her boundaries, whether or not she respects her boundaries. Is she easy? And I'm not talking about whether or not you have sex on the first night. I mean, people are different, preferences are different, but I wouldn't. And I expect a man who cares to court, as he should. Anyway, that was my TED Talk. I hope you have a wonderful day or night. I am not late because I paid attention, but I am ready. Yes, we put on a pretty dress. We did our makeup quickly. Now we are going to put some jewelry on. I have my beautiful lady's flowers. And I am off on my date. I hope you are all having a great time. Maybe this will have you self-reflect. That is good. Self-reflection is great. Mwah!